Okay, so I'm gonna break down this guitar part from my tune, Let These Feelings Flow Through You. This is a pretty mathy kind of tapping part. I really love this style of playing, I think particularly because it feels a little bit more piano-like than a lot of the sounds we can get from the guitar, where we can sustain a lot of notes and let them ring out while we're adding additional ones in. We can get some bigger chord voicings than we can usually get. So the whole thing's more or less built around this like D major 7 voicing I'm doing, where it's just the root we're grabbing with the second finger, the 5th fret of the A string, then our 3rd, the 4th fret of the D string, and our 7 on with our pinky on the 6th fret of G. Those are the first 3 notes that we get in that pattern. And I'm doing the whole thing more or less kind of finger style with some tapping around the 9th fret. I've kind of got my thumb and index position around there. Middle's kind of leaning a little bit more over on like the 10th fret. So what we're doing here is we're plucking our low note with the thumb, then index finger, followed by middle finger. From there, we're going to tap the 9th fret of the D string with our first finger, then pluck the G string with the middle finger. And we're going to keep that first finger held down when we do that. Then we're going to pull off or pluck essentially the D string with the index finger. Then repeating that same 3 notes that we just did. Next phrase starts the same, but then it ends with we're hammering just with the left hand the 6th fret of the D string, then tapping the 7th fret. And that's after we pluck that G string again. After that, we get the same phrase as the first phrase. And then that's followed with so what's happening there starts the same, but now we're adding on our ring finger to 5th fret of the B string, and so we can get that prepared a little bit in advance at this point. And then we're going to pluck that with our ring finger. From here, we're going to keep this grip, and we're now moving our first finger to tap the 11th fret of G. We're going to pluck the B string, still being held by the ring finger. Then we're going to pluck, kind of pulling off in a sense with our first finger, the note that's being held by the pinky, before we tap 9th fret of the D string, and we're going to slide that down to 7 to end that phrase. So now the second time around, we're more or less playing everything the same. There's just a couple of changes, one halfway through and one at the end. We get a new fill. So I'll play from the beginning of the second half now. So that's the new bit there. This time around, we're starting the phrase the same. And then after that pluck on the G string, we're going to tap the 7th fret of D, then pluck G again, before tapping that 7 again. Then we're going to have our ring finger on our left hand holding down the 6th fret so we can pull off or pluck with our index. And then from there we're going to also pull off that 6th fret to the 4th fret note that we have held down. So for this ending, this is all the same. Then we cut that off when we finish that, so we get a sec to move our hand over to the new position. Here, we're going to tap. I'm using my middle finger to tap this. You could use your index, but this might save you a sec in getting your index to where it needs to go after if you use the middle finger. We're tapping 9 of B. And we're getting our first finger set up on 5 of B. So we can quickly tap and pull off to that, because it's going to be a pretty quick flurry of notes there. So what's happening after that? So 9, pull off to 5. Then we're hammering 6 on G with middle finger, hammering 7 on D with ring finger. Okay. From there, we're going to tap 9 on G and then pull off to 6 that we already have held down there. And then we're going to hammer with the left hand that 7th fret of D again. Then we're going to tap 11 on A. With our middle finger, we're going to pluck the 7 of D we have held down. And with ring finger, we're going to pluck the 6 of G we have held down. And then tap 11 one last time, and I kind of slide off of that one to get back to repeating that whole part again. Do the whole thing slow now so you can really hear all the individual notes. That's it. I hope you get something out of this. If you've been looking to learn some kind of math rock-esque tapping stuff, I feel like this is a pretty good starting point. If you haven't checked out the song yet, please go give it a listen on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. That would be greatly appreciated. Throw me a like if this was helpful at all. And if you'd care to keep up with my upcoming music and any of this type of content that I post in the future, give me a subscribe. It'd be a big help. Thanks again, and take care.